Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC and this is Blue Lines TV, and today I'm bringing you guys another news video surrounding Laurent Blanc and some news on SARRI as well. But you guys, it's going to be a different introduction this time. What I want to address first is that apologies on my behalf. I'm sincerely apologetic for giving the sense of confidence that SARRI was definitely going to come. Now, me personally, that was my opinion. I felt that I did really disclose the difference between news and my opinion, but I can understand if people were getting confused and got very overconfident. I was looking back at a lot of my videos and yes, I can see why I was giving people that sense of confidence. But you have to admit the news I have been disclosing and bringing out on this channel has been getting reported on much later. I mean, there's been countless examples. The stuff with their meetings with SARRI and Pochettino, the stuff in regards to Laurent Blanc being a candidate again, stuff in regards to the contract SARRI was getting from the club. I mean, there's been countless things I can go on and I can go on. But again, I do want to apologize to everyone in the comment section that I clapped back at. Wasn't very professional, and again, I understand your frustration and I accept it. And of course, apologies for giving that sense of overconfidence. Of course, I get asked this question quite a lot. Me myself, I did really feel that it was a matter of time before he signs, but I do trust my sources. And again, especially when you do a lot of stuff online, you have to be able to take the criticism you're going to get from people. Of course, it's normal to want acceptance, but at the same time, you have to just man up sometimes and just admit that you can't always get acceptance with everything and stick with your guns. But now that's out the way, I'm going to be talking about Laurent Blanc, and I've got some information on SARRI as well. But starting with that main man, Laurent Blanc. Now, I've been told by my French source, obviously the person you would have heard in the live stream I released 2 days ago, information surrounding Laurent Blanc and negotiations and discussions with the club. My source did tell me that Laurent Blanc has impressed figures at Stamford Bridge. I was told that Laurent Blanc has a plan for Eden Hazard next season. He spent a lot of time praising Eden Hazard, speaking about how key Eden Hazard is and his plans on how he hopes to use him in a system. Now, of course, Laurent Blanc was addressed in regards to obviously youth players and loan players, which every candidate has been addressed by, and Laurent Blanc is very favourable towards the youth system and loanee players as well. And already there are some players I haven't been told in particular which ones they are, but I've been told that there are some loanee players that he is impressed with and would like to work with. Now, this is me adding something on to what I was told. Let's not forget that Laurent Blanc was the one that introduced Rabiot to the team. I was told that Laurent Blanc did impress the board because he is multilingual. He was able to speak in Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, French of course, and English. But with his English, it's not perfect just yet in terms of being naturally fluent. But he's able to speak enough English where he's able to give tactical indications and be able to speak to players on the pitch. Now, I have been told that Chelsea have offered Laurent Blanc a 2-year contract with no extension. Now, with Laurent Blanc, as I've been told again, he has been speaking directly to the club and the board because he doesn't have an agent. So this is why obviously it's another favourable matter with the club and Laurent Blanc, because it's easier to really deal with. Now, here's the kicker. And this does link in with SARRI. Now, just to give you guys a bit of context, on Saturday morning, I was told that the club aren't giving up on SARRI 100% just yet. Even though things aren't looking too great, they really want to go above and beyond to try every possible outcome to try and secure SARRI. Now, later on in this video, I'm going to be elaborating some of the things I was told on Saturday. But getting back to Blanc, and the kicker I was mentioning, I was told that Marina categorically stated to Laurent Blanc that he isn't the first choice candidate. He is the backup candidate, and that the club are waiting till the end of this week to try and find a solution for SARRI. But if the deal for SARRI does fall through, then Laurent Blanc will be the next person to take over. And Laurent Blanc has accepted this and he is okay with it. Now, I'm going to be addressing some more Laurent Blanc news later on in this video in regards to players and transfer activities as well, and in a future video I'm going to be getting into much more depth with them. But moving back to SARRI and what I was told on Saturday, and of course by now you guys would have been hearing reports from the media talking about the possibility of the deal still being on. Now, I don't have much context to this, but I can tell you I was told that pressure has been put on from higher ups at the club to try and finalise the deal. And due to that pressure from higher ups at the club, this is why the deal isn't 100% over just yet, even though things aren't looking too great. And at the end of that SARRI video I did release, I did say that there's still a small chance, but things weren't looking too great. Still, you guys, it looks like by the end of this week, we're going to have some clarification on who the new manager is going to be. Now, my source Sue has personally met Laurent Blanc before, so he has greater context in regards to what type of manager and who Laurent Blanc actually is. Now, he did stress to me a lot, and I think a lot of you guys already know this, so it's not really news, but Laurent Blanc really is a yes man. He did give me a funny story in regards to Rabiot, saying that one of the main reasons as to why he was able to start playing for Paris Saint-Germain at a very young age was the fact that Rabiot's parents were putting a lot of pressure on Laurent Blanc, stating that if he wasn't to play, he will be leaving Paris Saint-Germain, and Laurent Blanc obviously gave into those demands. Still, in regards to transfer activity and targets, I can reveal a few things. Now, you guys, I've already hinted at this already. I've already spoken about it in live streams. We even discussed some of this in the last live stream with Joe, Tweedy and Sue as well. But the main targets we have been looking at had been Martial, Bailey, SARRI and Lewandowski. Now, I was told that Blanc is a fan of SARRI and would like him. I was told though that Blanc doesn't really like Bailey as much. I was told too that Blanc would like Martial, who the club are trying to bring in, but he doesn't want Martial at the expense of Alvaro Morata. Blanc really does like Alvaro Morata, and he will call him in the next few days to really discuss his plans for him for next season. Of course, that is if Blanc does get the job. Still, I was told that Blanc is trying everything he can to really persuade Chelsea as to why he is the main guy for the job. Of course, we do know that Blanc has been out of football for 2 years, but with someone that has won league titles before, did very, very well at Paris Saint-Germain, he has been the most successful manager. You can see and understand why he's not going to just accept any job available. He's in no pressure to find any job because he's still getting paid handsomely from Paris Saint-Germain. And just to end with the last bit of news I have been told, obviously we're looking at certain positions to fill during the summer, and of those positions there's top 3 candidates for each one. I'm only going to hint at a few of these positions so I can speak about them later on in tomorrow's video, but one position is midfield and SARRI is leading the candidate role to fill that position. But the 2 other alternatives we are looking at are Sanson from Marseille and Decore from Watford. And for the right wing position, the first candidate is Leon Bailey, but they have been told that the club are looking at Thauvin from Marseille as well, and they're looking at Richarlison. And yes, the reports about Malcolm, even though I haven't heard any concrete info to really back up the claims made by the press, which at the same time I'm not doubting them or saying they're not trustworthy. I'm just saying that I can't give you guys further clarification if that's the case. But yes, it looks like Malcolm is another target that is being looked at as well. And if anything, you guys, that tells you that the club are looking to bring in someone on the right hand side that can cut inside, which that's something I've been hoping for a very, very long time. It makes sense if we're going to be transitioning to a 4-3-3 system, but we do want 2 inside forwards, so it is looking very optimistic. But anyway, you guys, that's going to end today's video. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'll say again, apologies for filling people with a lot of confidence. The deal for SARRI isn't over just yet, even though things aren't looking too great. But hopefully we're going to get the clarification on whether something is going to happen. As I said, the club are trying everything they can to try and get this deal gone through. They're even speaking to the backup options as well in case the SARRI deal does 1,000,000% fall through. So all we can do, you guys, is just hope and pray that Chelsea are going to pull this deal off, because it would be very disappointing if you don't get SARRI because of a little bit of money. Obviously, in regards to who these higher ups could be, this is me speculating. I'm saying this, I'm stressing it, speculating, but possibly, for my opinion, I think that maybe could be Bruce Buck. Now, let's remember, when we did sign Danny Drinkwater right at the end, Bruce Buck was in negotiations to try and seal the deal. Of course, with Danny Drinkwater, that was another transfer that had been going on for a very long time. It went all the way to deadline day where 2 or 3 bids were made on the final day to try and secure the deal. And Bruce Buck was key in helping things finalise. So let's say potentially he could be having a role in regards to helping finalise the deal for SARRI as well. As I'm stressing, that's only speculation from my part. I don't know any news or have any information really just backing up my points. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm the FC, this is Blue Lines TV, signing out.